Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well today and welcome to the Art Shack. This drawing is a continuation of last week's tutorial in which I decided to draw a realistic tree with very realistic textures, branches and leaves and things like that, and I decided to continue that with drawing grass and a small detailed background to the picture. For everything that I'm drawing in this tutorial, the main pencils that I used were a 2H, an HB, and a B. I didn't go any further than that. I was just using very light pencils for this. So what I usually do is I grab a 2H or a B pencil and start making them some curved angular lines that will resemble grass. And the reason why I make them slightly curved or arced is so that it'll look like the wind is playing with the environment, making it look like more lifelike. It helps to create a likeness to the picture and really helps to bring it to life. Another tool that is absolutely essential for making realistic grass textures is a very fine-tipped eraser. For what I have, it's I think it's called a Tuff Stuff plastic eraser. It's literally a mechanical pencil, but instead of the graphite, it has an eraser in it. And it's probably about 1/8 of an inch, maybe 3/16 of an inch in diameter. It's really small, it's really neat. With that, you can use to erase out certain areas of the drawing, and you'll see me periodically doing that. And you can go back in with a darker pencil, maybe a B or so, maybe a 2B at the most, and just shade around that erased area to help bring it out and emphasize it. It helps to create a lot of depth and texture within the grass. Also, notice how with that eraser, I also erased out part of the trunk of the tree. Remember what I said in my last tutorial with this tree, how I said to take the eraser and erase out part of the branches and fill it in with leaves, or the texture of leaves? Same process here. Erase part of that trunk out and put some grass blades going in place of it, and it'll really help to really seat that trunk into place. It'll really make it feel like part of the environment. And remember, when drawing, you always want to keep the source of light in the back of your mind. You want to keep it always present, because that source of light is always going to be playing with the environment and like what it's going to be doing. And in this, my light source is on the top left of the page. It's coming down towards the bottom right. And with that being said, the grass that's in front of the tree and beneath the tree a little bit, that I'm making considerably darker, just to show that the tree is casting a shadow over there. And I'm doing that area first to get the shade that I like. And then all the other grass is going to be lighter than that. All the other grass is going to be lighter because the sunlight is going to be having a direct effect on it. There's nothing blocking the light from hitting it. So all the grass that's on the left side of the page is going to be considerably lighter or in tone than the grass that's directly in front of the tree because of the shadow. And also, when doing this, you want to work in layers. What I mean is draw some lines and then take the eraser, erase some individual blades of grass out, and then go back in with a pencil and shade like the base of where that eraser mark starts, just to kind of give it some depth, and it looks like it's coming from like the central, like, or from the ground rather, like there's a lot of blades of grass around it, so it's going to be in shadow as it's coming up, and then as that blade of grass reaches, gets pretty tall, reduce the amount of shading around it just to show that it's coming out from the ground and it's way up and the sun is shining on it. Here's some information about the drawing. It took me from start to finish this whole thing maybe about 3.5 to 4 hours. Now, granted, I didn't sit for that amount of time to draw the entire thing in one go. I took a lot of breaks. I did this drawing over the course of the week. maybe working on it maybe a half hour to an hour a day. That's the way I like to do things. I don't like to sit in one period of time doing the entire drawing. It can sometimes drive me nuts to do that. So here's what I was talking about in the beginning of the video, where I add in a slight background scenery sort of thing. So if you watch my grass tutorial, that'll be at the end of this video. I'll link to it. I draw in grass. So if you had trouble drawing the grass at any point in this tutorial, I have another tutorial on that completely. And at the end of that tutorial, I draw in a couple of wooden stakes with, you know, like a fence sort of thing going. I decided to do the same thing with this one, but with this one I want to draw a lot more. So I added in maybe a dozen of those, and I started to shade in the background a bit, just to show that the grass sort of flattens out, you know, like a field, and just to kind of give some distance to this drawing a bit. And I just add a little bit of shadow to the stakes, or the fence posts rather, and then just go quickly with the ruler and add some jagged lines between each post, just to show like a little bit of either that the wire is barbed, or that that there's light playing with it. And then I just add a couple trees in the background, and that's pretty much the completed drawing right there. So I had a lot of fun with this one. And so here is the completed drawing, and as you can see, I did add in a little bit of a background to it, which really helped to bring the overall picture out and just made it, you know, like that old country farm look to it. So it was a lot of fun to draw. If you liked this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps out, and also subscribe. Just a quick note, this Wednesday coming up, February 8th, is 2 years of my channel here, and I have something very special coming up for that. So make sure you subscribe to see what that is, alright? And on Wednesday you will find out what it is, alright? So stay tuned. I will see you all later. Take care.